As I create this podcast, it's April 13th. As of right now, the U.S. and Iran is in talks. What the status of events will be when this podcast gets released, I do not know. I really do not see any talks or deals with Iran working out. If any deal does get hammered out, it will not last long because Iran will just be lying to buy for time. I don't see how this can work out without strikes against Iran. But however this goes down, I do believe it will be the setup for Isaiah 17. From Ezekiel 38 we know there are two things that precede the war of Gog-Magog. First is that Israel will be living in peace and security. The second is an evil plan devised by what will be the leaders of this future coalition. This evil plan and its results are seen in Isaiah 17. We've covered all of this in detail in the past, so I'm not going to rehash all of it now. My point here is that what we are seeing right now is setting both of those things up. The peace and safety part we covered in the last podcast, so let's look at how the evil plan is being set up now. What I'm about to say will hold true, regardless of how current events with Iran works out. The reason is because it's all about the fissile material. I do believe that however this goes, it's going to end with strikes against Iran, either now or later. It is possible for all of this to happen without strikes, but I doubt it. So let's look at what happens if Israel and the U.S. strikes Iran. It will do no good to carry out these strikes without fully destroying Iran's nuclear capability. I would imagine there would be further strikes against their oil and military assets to weaken the regime with hopes of an uprising. However the rest of the strikes go, I have no doubt it will take out their nuclear sites. This will leave Iran in a situation where they cannot create a nuclear bomb, but I'm sure they will vow revenge with their dying breath. Among what they will still have left will at least be the enriched fissile material that a dirty bomb can be made from. Turkey is already calling for Israel to be wiped out. After this, both Turkey and Iran are not only going to publicly call for revenge, but they are going to be planning for it. I wouldn't be surprised if Russia isn't involved in planning this revenge either. They will have the fissile material to create a dirty bomb. They will also have plausible deniability if it comes out of Damascus. This is the exact scenario we read about in Isaiah 17. And speaking of Turkey, it looks as if any day now there could be a war between Israel and Turkey over what's happening in Syria. The latest news out of that region indicates there could be an agreement between the two sides. Along with this, it looks like Damascus will come under the control of Turkey, and you don't need me to point out the significance of that. That takes us up to the actual war of Gog-Magog. Now, in the last podcast, I said that it will be the Rapture that makes this war possible, and I use war in the loosest of terms. God is going to quickly destroy this coalition once it gathers on Israel's border. Here is why I think it's the Rapture that makes it possible. There is no scenario this current administration would let Israel get wiped off the map and do nothing but protest. The only explanation for this is the Rapture, and no matter how you look at it, this is the case. What if we are at war with China? Well, there isn't going to be any kind of a ground invasion by either us or them. It will be a naval war. Regardless of how that goes, assets would be sent to help Israel. Ground warfare assets would be sent in large amounts. So what if there is a massive economic collapse? That wouldn't stop assets being sent to help Israel. That would probably be secretly welcomed because wartime spending has always been shown to help faltering economies. The only other possibility is that this happens 4 years from now and we have another Biden-like administration back in office. I really don't see that as being in the realm of possibility. The only thing that explains how Israel will stand completely alone is the Rapture. I had planned to talk about the Essene calendar here, but as I started to work on that, I realized there is no possible way I could do that in a singular podcast, much less at the end of one. I'll have to plan for that in a future podcast. I'll end this one here with a final thought. Watch what's happening closely. These are the events we've been waiting to see. They are the proverbial Christmas lights being put up, which lets us know Thanksgiving is extremely close.